It has shipped. The Box of Fun at-home edition has shipped.
That was very fast.
It was faster than Heather on our first date.
What does that even mean?
I saw those little hands, I saw them little lips, and they moved very quickly. You were fast on the first date. That's hot.
Yeah, we made food and then we ate it.
Oh, if that's what you want to call it. Sure. Sure. So we have one Box of Fun on its way right now. And what is very interesting is that I checked out this page and look, it's the Blacklight Buccaneers. And guess what? The only box that is shipped for me is the Blacklight Buccaneers. So they must be doing this in waves similarly in the way that they sold the boxes.
The way you said
Similarly.
Similarly.
I can't say it real good. Heather, I'm not very good with the English language.
It's a funny word. Okay. Did you just say the English language?
English language. If you would stop, that would be good. God, you're really annoying me. So these boxes are on their way already. Funko is turning them around. So when these boxes finally show up, that means that we're going to have an unboxing right here on the channel with the community. So that means if you, with the community, with our with all of our friends, I can't talk. The community on Gastlecast Beyond Together, a Facebook group. If you go and join, I think I'll put a post up already. And if you go on that post, please comment below letting us know you want to be a part of that unboxing. And I'm willing to take on pretty much as many people as we can. I mean, if we reach like 100 people, obviously we're going to have to trim it down a little bit. But for the most part, we want to bring on a ton of people and just have fun that night. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be so much fun.
It is. We have 4 boxes coming our way. And somebody asked the question, I don't know if we brought this up in yesterday's video or not, but somebody asked the question, it seems like everybody got the box. Like, did everybody get the box if they went ahead and went for the raffle? And the answer to that is no. For whatever reason, not everybody ended up getting a box. Some people were denied, which makes me think that most people were going for the Buccaneers and the Krakens, which leads into the reason for this video, because we're going to talk about, do the mascots matter? Mascots are mascots inside the boxes, right? So there's always 4, and they're all different characters. And typically you have the top favorite, i.e. this time, I believe is the Kraken, and the lowest favorite, which I think is the shark. Some people say it's the parrot. But you always have the top and the lowest. But do they matter? Does the coolest really equate to the best Funko Pops in the box? Or do you get the lowest favorites or the least favorites in the best boxes? That's the question. And we actually have a full roster from the last 2 years where we're going to be able to answer that question.
Okay, well first we'd like to thank Funko Finders because this is his list.
And also our friend Scott Shimano. He has a list as well that was shared with us.
Oh, Scott shared one too. Thank you, Scott.
Well.
Wow, never thought I'd say those words.
Okay, but obviously there's some sort of struggle between the two of you that I'm sort of aware of, but not I don't know where it started.
I think it's just fate.
Maybe that'll be for another video.
Unless it's just for him.
But before we get started and jump into this like fun and wacky video, we did want to take a moment to talk about our friend DMJ Pops. So DMJ Pops was a friend on Instagram. I believe that's how we met DMJ Pops for the very first time. And he watched the videos and would comment.
All the time.
All the time. So both of those ways are ways that we were communicating with him. And then eventually, last year, New York Comic Con 2023, he showed up and he was there. And we took photos with him, and I think he had us on one of his videos as well on Instagram. So really, really great guy, a great part of the community. I remember my fondest memories were all the videos that he posted of him on the Fun on the Run.
Yes.
Because I think he literally went to every single one until they got to Comic-Con, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if it was every single one. I think it was. I don't think he missed
either any. He did them all, or maybe he missed like one. But I think for the most part, he went to all of them. But unfortunately, we received sad news today that DMJ Pops has passed away. And Heather and I are really bummed out about this. And I didn't know until I got out of work today. You had found out, but you couldn't get a hold of me to let me know that this happened. And as soon as she told me, we both agreed instantly that we had to talk about this in the video because we really like this guy. He was such a great guy. we wanted to bring him up not only to let the community know, but also to share a link from his brother. So his brother shared a link with us that is to his GoFundMe.
His brother set up a GoFundMe to help with funeral expenses, and every little bit helps. He put smiles on our faces all the time. He would message us, he would tag us in a lot of his videos. Him stopping by the booth last year was such a highlight. He was just such a sweet person.
Yeah, he was a really, really great guy. So we wanted to share this information with you. We want you to check out the GoFundMe. Any little bit will help. This was totally unexpected, and we're so sorry to hear this. You can go to the description below if you want to pitch in on the GoFundMe. So back to what we originally were talking about in this video, and that is, do the mascots matter? Do they matter? Do they equate to something really good inside of these boxes? And we're going to look at these lists. So here is the first list. And this list is for 2022, because this includes Darth Maul, the Carnage is in there. This was a really popular box.
Yes.
And I thought that this box was going to elevate every single box of fun in the future, but for whatever reason, it didn't. It sort of, I think it did so well that nothing past it would ever do as good ever again, right? It's really hard to live up to these amazing pieces. So we have all the different characters, right? So the mascots, there's bandits, crowns, protectors, and robos. And robos, if I remember correctly, now I'm just going off what I remember. The robos were a robot, and this is one that I got because I'm a Transformers fan, and that was the least popular one, if I remember correctly.
People were not a fan of that, although they also didn't like the protectors. That was the lion.
The lion.
The Blacklight Bandits and the Killer Crowns, which was a clown. So one was a raccoon bandit, and the Killer Crowns was a clown.
Okay, so if you take a look here, there's a glow-in-the-dark Darth Maul there. There's a metallic Carnage. Then on the crowns, which was a popular one, Thor metallic and Carnage metallic. However, protectors still had Darth Maul glow in the dark, which was incredibly popular, and the Carnage metallic was in there as well. Another incredibly popular piece. I wouldn't say it's like the most popular piece in this box. I think Darth Maul glow in the dark was the top tier in this box.
That was number one.
Danny Phantom as well was very popular, if I remember correctly. But if we look at the very bottom box, so Robos, what we're seeing out of this box, the popular, or not the popular piece, but the low count piece for this box is Tron Glow in the Dark. And Tron Glow in the Dark is the least favorite of all of these different Funko Pops.
Yes.
It's the one that people really didn't care about, but check it out. It's a 1K Glow in the Dark Funko Pop.
Yeah.
So it's a low count pop.
Yes.
But people didn't give a crap about it. However, Darth Maul Glow in the Dark, 2K, super popular. And that was in Protector's box, which wasn't a popular box, and it also showed up in the Bandit. So will we see that sort of cross-pollination in the boxes this year? It's hard to say.
It really depends on what people's fandoms are. And
Agreed.
I think it's easy to... I shouldn't say that. Sorry, I promise I'm doing work. I'm looking up all of the mascots so you have them if you want them later. But I think that Funko can probably tell, based off of the designs, what they feel will be the most popular, right?
I would think so, yeah.
So, do they base their picks off of...
That's the question we're asking here, right? So does it equate to, like, the better items? And I would say, sort of, according to this box, sort of yes. Because in the Bandits box, which was a really popular one, and the Killer Crowns, which was the clown character, the Bandits was a raccoon. The Darth Maul and Carnage, I think, are two of the tops, for sure.
Yeah.
And then Thor Metallic was another top. That's a 1K. That was in a Crowns box. Again, one of the favorite boxes. But when we look at the Protectors and Robos, which were the not-so-popular boxes, they also, well, especially Protectors, also has or carries what some of the popular boxes carry.
Yeah.
Right? So at the end of the day, the Robos was the least favorite box of all of this.
Yes.
And it has the worst low-count Funko Pop in it.
Yes.
Okay, so by the way, the reason why I wanted to make this video, just to be clear, is that a lot of people were going on, I should have opened the video with this, a lot of people were going on about how, oh, I got the Krakens, I got the skeleton, right?
Well, I think that they're just excited because they got the mascot that they wanted.
Totally agree. But in yesterday's video, I mentioned that the mascots typically never matter. Like, people don't care about them. You'll see them literally all on sale. People don't want them and all this. I know there's people who want them, but for the most part, people aren't going for the mascots. Yeah. They're going really for the Freddies that are going to be in the box. But my question is, if we bought the one that is the least favorite on the list, i.e. for me, the shark, which we ended up buying, will it have the crap? Will it be the box that I don't want? Will it have the Tron 1K that no one's looking for?
Yeah.
That's the question here. And based off of this particular list, it looks like that there is a chance. We're covering some of this up, by the way. Let's see, I'll make us a little bit smaller. So Squid Games, that's another one that's meh. But Tron is still up there in that Pandas box.
Yeah, that's the 4K.
Yeah, so I mean, you do have these other pops trickled in, but I think what my point is like the must-haves for the boxes, and the must-haves are the ones that are highlighted here. Yeah,
but also keep in mind, if you look at the Robos, there were regular Danny Phantoms, Mandalorian, Darth Mauls in the Proto Robos too, and the Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Spider-Man was great.
Yeah, but then there's a lot of the Squid Games in the Robos as well.
Yeah, Robos is full of a lot of garbage. A lot of stuff that people did not want. Prince Adam being one of them. I know a lot of people didn't care about Snake Eyes. Squid Game obviously is on that list. Destro, I don't remember people really giving a crap about that one. Yeah, all the Squid Game, I forgot that was the year of the Squid Game characters.
Yeah, you know what's annoying about that is that was such a good show though.
It was.
People they were like, we need Squid Games pops, and then all of a sudden they come out with them and nobody wanted them because it was too late.
So by looking at this list, it looks like Bandits, Crowns, and Protectors, not bad. Robos is garbage. However, Protectors not being as popular, it still had a lot of good stuff in it. It had 3 different pieces in it, whereas Crowns only had 2. You made a very good point, though. You said, well, does Funko know? Do they know how popular these mascots are and what people are going to go for and what people are going to want? I don't know. I'm not even sure about that. Because there could be somebody there who's choosing which one they think is the best one in a board meeting, and they go, oh, I love the shark one. He's so cool. Standing outside the box, spinning on the spinner thing. You see his little fin on him, right? So, I mean, it all comes down to the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, you got a good point. I mean, that's the same point that I made yesterday, but even so, like, I could tell you that the skeleton guy would be the most popular, but he's not my favorite.
Who's your favorite?
I mean, I like that one because we like skulls and everything, but I don't care as much about that one as I do the Kraken.
Oh, you like the Kraken the most?
Yeah.
No kidding.
But I knew that the skull one would be very popular.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't get a Kraken. A lot of people out there went for all 4 boxes, and they got all 4. We did too, but we did not get the Kraken. Okay, so let's take a look. She does that in every video, and I usually edit it out, but in this video I did not edit it out, obviously because I'm not editing this video very much. So, okay. Here's the next year. This is last year when the whole thing went off the friggin' rails. And I'm sure if you've been a fan long enough, you remember this, especially if you're a fan last year. Yeah, it's hard to forget. But let's take a look at these boxes. Proto, or what is it?
Protomoa.
Protomoa Wolves. That was the most popular box. Behind it, Bears. Behind that, Lumberjacks. And then behind that was Eagles. Eagles was the least favorite. Okay? So now we're looking at all these different pieces. The Wolves had the Megatron Metallic. I would suggest that was one of the ones to get.
Yes.
But Spooky Space Kook was a really popular one.
Yes, and so was the Glow Green Ranger.
The Glow Green Ranger, that's right. Yes, and how about, was Genji popular?
Yes, Genji was very popular. That was one of the most popular.
But if we look at this and we're talking in terms of lowest number, let's not talk about popularity. Merlin, the Diamond Edition, 500 pieces. That was one of, I think is that the only one that was, yeah, that's the only one that was 500 pieces in this box.
Bloody number 5 was 1,000.
Right, so that's the next lowest, right? So where's that number 5 at?
He was in the Fundamuck Bears.
Fundamuck Bear. Okay, so the two top tier ones, Wolves and Bears, have, well, we can tell, the better stuff. And they're the most popular ones. So again, this is proving that the mascots probably matter in this in some way, shape, or form.
They might.
Might. I'm not. We can't stand by that because we don't know that.
But
We're not
again, like you just said, it depends on who you are and what you're into.
Totally agree, but typically people are going after low number stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's the first thing they go after.
Not Glowtron.
No. And then secondary is favorite character. Because you'll see people collecting low count Funko Pops of something and it's not very good, but they're acting like it's their favorite thing they've ever got their hands on, right? And it's all literally due to the low count number attached to it or associated.
But they say it's not.
But they say that. Of course they don't. My personal favorite in this box was Spooky Space Kook.
Yes,
I really love that
one.
Funko Pop. That's a 3,000 count. That was in Fundamuck Bears. I think the boxes that we got last year were absolute garbage. I don't think we got anything good out of the boxes, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember, but I remember getting some good trades. Like, I have the number 5. I don't remember if we got that in a box or if we traded. And I remember you got Polka Dot Man.
Yes. Yeah, I got that through a trade, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what we got. Did we get the Eagles? I think we went for Eagles, but I can't remember. All I remember is that we ended up going for the least favorite just to see if we could get it. No, you know what? I'm wrong. I think we got multiple boxes. I think we got Wolves, Bears, and Lumberjack maybe? I can't remember. But, okay, that's neither here nor there. We're looking at this list as for what is the lowest count and the most popular. And I think, in similar to the first list that we looked at, it comes down to the favorite mascot.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to have, like, the best items, like the agreed upon best in the community items, I guess is what we're saying.
Absolutely.
And again, it comes down to who you are and what mascot you think is best and what what Freddy Funkos you think are best. But all around, the top favorite mascots have the top favorite pops.
Seems like the best stuff, right?
Yeah.
And of course, we're just speaking from what we're thinking, right?
Yeah.
So it's not, you may completely disagree, and that's fine. I'm just making a point that...
Well, it's not just that, it's what we observe, too.
So the Skeleton and the Kraken, two top tier ones, will we see the fire emoji, the best stuff in those boxes. We're going to find that out really soon because my box is already shipped. If you have a box already on the way, please comment down below. I think by the time this video is over and probably by tomorrow morning, we're going to see them all maybe have shipped.
Okay.
At least half, I would say. But so far, it looks like the Bandits, not the Bandits, that's the other box, the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have been shipped. Again, I believe it's going to be in waves. So we'll see how it all plays out. We'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. But there are some other things I wanted to discuss beside that. I also want to know your thoughts about all of this. So what do you think about this mascot thing? So take a look at this. This is tomorrow. I don't know if you realize that. I completely forgot about the SDCC drop because I've been wrapped up in this Fundays thing.
Tomorrow?
Yes. This is tomorrow. By the way, if you want all the links, you can go over to Dish Trackers. All the early links are already there. You can go and make sure you're set up and ready to go. All the Funko links are there. It looks like Box Lunch, Barnes & Noble. So basically anything that you want on this list, you can go over and get it by checking out his link in the bio. So go and check out Dish Trackers on Instagram. We follow him. He has a lot of great news and resources and everything. Highly recommend that you go and follow him if you haven't already. Here are the Funko Pops. So you can actually order this entire bundle. The bundle will cost $556. $556. So what does that mean? That means you get everything you see here without any hassle. You don't have to jump through hoops to get your favorites. You just get them all. The interesting part about this is that SDCC is this week, and a lot of people are currently at the show. Funko is virtually asking you, if you're a huge fan, go to Fundays, okay? Go to SDCC. Go to the booth and buy everything. If you don't buy everything there, you can go online and you can buy the bundle. Also, Fundays boxes from the at-home edition. Think about the biggest Funko fan out there who is deciding to buy it all. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
$556. Let's just say they got all 4 boxes. Mm-hmm. That's what, $420. So they're already up to $1,000. And then SDCC tickets.
Fundays tickets.
Fundays tickets. I mean, this is
hotel
wild.
And flight.
This is wild. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot.
But
so $556 for all of that. In terms of retail and getting everything you want, I mean, is it really that bad?
No.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Not
think
if
it's
you're
that
a
crazy.
fan of everything.
Not if you're a fan of everything. But me personally, I don't even want half of these things. We want the corn soda. What's making you so tired, by the way? What have you been doing? I watched you go to bed. You went to bed earlier than me last night, and you woke up later than me this morning. So how are you tired? I'm not even.
I was up a lot last night.
Is it personal?
No, I was just up.
What are you doing?
I was just awake. I don't know. Why are you making it weird?
I'm not making it weird. Are you like walking the halls or something? Or?
No, I was just awake.
Why is it weird? It wasn't weird to me. Why is it weird to you?
You're
doing something weird at night, and you're not breaking the news to me.
No, I'm not. What am I doing, Chris? I was laying in bed.
That's what I'm asking you. Up all night, like a ghost in the hallways. You're freaking me out. If I wake up and your face is sitting right here, and I want to open my eye, you go. If that happens, I will pee and poo in my pants same time. I gotta figure out what you're doing. I'm putting up a cam in that bedroom. I gotta see what you're doing up in the middle of the night.
You can. I probably talk a lot.
Oh, you at night? Oh my God, when you're sleeping? Oh my God, you can't imagine what you're doing over there. Cake and cookies. Cake and cookies. I'm like, what? What'd you say? Huh? You do that. When I ask you what you're saying, huh? That's your response. And pushing your arm. Huh? That's always the response. What do you want on this list? We want Corn Man. I want Voltron.
Wicked Witch.
Godzilla. Wicked Witch. So you're up to 4 items. And you also want your girls.
Wednesday and Enid.
Wednesday and Enid. I want
Enid.
What?
Enid.
Enid. I also want the D&D character. That's 6 items total. Is there anything else on this list that you're adding that you want? We got 6 items. Do you want Harry Potter?
No.
Do you want the weird Batman Superman?
No.
Do you want number 1?
Nope.
Do you want that weird little ghost dog?
You mean 0?
Do you want Kermit the Frog?
No.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's what we're getting. If you're wondering what we're buying on the list, by the way, I don't even know if we'll do that.
No, I'm not buying the Witch.
You're not buying the Witch?
No,
Why
but
wouldn't
I
you?
want it.
I'll buy it for you.
No,
I'll
I legitimately need to get rid of some stuff.
I'm buying it anyway.
Okay.
I want you to have it. I think you should have it.
I don't want to have it.
I almost want that Vader, but I don't think I'm going to go for that. He's pretty cool, though. See him up there?
Very cool. Very cool, babe.
So make sure you go and get yours tomorrow. Again, on Disc Trackers, you can go on his link in bio, click it, and then you can get all of the early links. Now, in the past, we would tell you, get your credit card ready and copy and paste it. Are we still telling people to do that? I mean, do you think this stuff is going to sell so fast that they need to do that anymore?
No.
So I really don't know. I can't gauge this drop. I'm not real sure. It seems like when I read comments and people are trashing stuff, that they go for it. When people are commenting how much they love it, they sometimes go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like when people trash it, I feel like they go for it more often. I don't know why that is. But I think that you'll have a good chance at getting anything that you want on the website tomorrow, but I would suggest getting there at the time that the sale starts.
Yeah.
Also, copy and paste the credit card number just in case. That's a secret from Heather. Put it in a Word document on your computer and then copy and paste it that way, or put it in something, I don't know.
Your notepad on your phone.
Notepad on your phone. Copy and paste it there. That way you can have a quick and easy transaction and there's no problem. Yeah. I'm assuming that this is going to be one of those things where it's a wait in line. You got to wait your turn and then you can finally buy it. That's how Funko's doing things nowadays. So check it out at Funko.com tomorrow. You know, it's odd. I thought today that we would see a ridiculous amount of spoilers. And it appears to me that nothing has been spoiled. And I have something to say about that.
Say it.
I really think that things were spoiled by somebody who works at Funko and they wanted to spoil some stuff. To get maybe possibly get people excited. Because it's weird that the floodgates opened with like 4 pictures and then it closed. That's weird to me.
That was weird.
You would think that you would see just a ridiculous amount of photos coming through.
Yeah.
Like it would just be every hour on the hour. You're getting a brand new picture. Oh my God, look who it is. It's this and that. It's Darth Vader, Freddy Funko battle damaged or something, right? I feel like we would constantly see, or Indiana Jones Freddy Funko, you'd constantly see stuff. It was all just like, boom, here's all the pictures. Well, see you later, bye. And that was it.
Plot twist. What if those are the only Freddy Funkos in the mascot boxes and they're all labeled with different stickers? Sort of like Fundays and At Home last year, except it's just like crazy.
You know what's really scary of you saying that? I'm thinking, my head has been in that too, thinking that.
I was joking.
I know, but I'm afraid this is going to turn into a Fun on the Run box.
No, I don't think so. They're too low numbered for it to be like the Fun on the Run box.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. Somebody was asking questions saying that the math, I think they said the math wasn't mathing?
People see that.
In the comments today? Basically, that there's something going on with the math. Like, however those numbers of those Funko Pops added up, it didn't seem right.
No. I think I know what comment you're talking about, and they mentioned the discrepancy between the 3,600 piece show mascot and the 3,400 piece Captain Hook, and they're thinking that 3,400 people will get that, but then there might be 1 or 2 super low pops.
Oh,
in those boxes.
See. So
like
there'll be
maybe
something...
1 100 piece and 2 50 pieces, or 2 100 pieces, or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
But my thoughts are that'll be the 3,400 Captain Hook will be given to everybody at the show, and then they have like 200 for employees or whatever at Funko.
You think there'll be some super awesome pieces in this? I'm talking at home. Or do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna be pleasantly surprised.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I like to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you missed our video yesterday, we showed you a leaked list from 2023 that we had obtained, and it seems like it's pretty accurate so far. We saw Captain Hook so far, and who else? Captain Planet.
Yes.
So 2 Funko Pops, both captains, by the way, showed up already from that list. So that leaked list might be pretty accurate. A lot of people are asking, do you think this is it? And if so, it's lackluster. It could be part of a list. It might not be the full thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's the full thing. So here's the thing. There were a couple things on that list, I believe, if I remember correctly, that were on last year's?
Yes.
In last year's box? Okay, I thought so.
Camp Counselor was one of them.
Yes. Was that even in last year's box, though?
No.
Yeah.
That was what I was going to say. That's kind of weird, yeah. Because when I think Camp Counselor, I think of Friday the 13th.
Yeah. So, what's interesting about the list that we got, no Franny.
I know. And somebody was asking about that today.
Oh, they were?
A comment appeared that said, what if the Wobbler is Franny?
Okay, a Franny.
Like maybe
Wobbler.
variants of Franny?
That would be interesting
because then they're starting Franny off in Wobbler form, because that's never happened yet.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll happen.
I don't know either.
I don't see Franny being...
I know you have like positivity here and everything, but I am concerned about the box. I hope maybe it's best that I do keep, my hope low. Like if I at least get one thing I like, I'd be happy about it, even though we spent $400. But I just have a really bad feeling about it.
Okay.
By the way, somebody commented saying that I like watching other content creators. I don't watch you guys because you're too negative. And I thought to myself, that's really bizarre, because I thought, honestly, that our videos have been super positive recently. Like, super positive. And then a fly flying around. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's been bothering me this whole video. People say that because they hear that on the internet. Like, there were people in Discord talking shit about us one day. And I was like, do you even watch our videos? And they say, no, my friend told me that they're garbage, so I don't watch them.
She said stuff?
Yeah. It's stupid.
My God.
It's like middle school or something. Watch it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But you don't have to, like, be rude.
Degrade us?
Yeah.
We're some kind of monster? Who is that? Was that Heather's grandma? I bet it was
Leave
Heather's
my grandma
I bet it was. The grandma saga has been happening over the last couple episodes.
She's very
You got to
nice.
keep up. You got to find out what Heather's grandma's been saying.
Grandma. She would never.
Oh, she's sweet when it comes to me. She loves me because I put that MLB app on her phone. But you? I don't think so. Not good.
Anyway,
look. That's what we have for you today. We hope that your boxes come very soon. Again, if you want to join up and you want to be a part of this unboxing that we're going to do right here on the channel, go to Gastlecast We Hunt Together on Facebook, join up, and post under my post. It says attention on it in a GIF. So you'll know exactly where to comment. Also, check out that link down below for DMJ Pops. So sad to hear that he has passed away, but every little bit helps towards his funeral costs. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Silver-Haired Wolf, Foolish Morgans, Kathy Roberts, Brad Landis, John DeLuca, The Vin Cat, Roland Roach, Bully Doggy Dog, Dr. Applesauce, and Brandon Keith Villa. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys are awesome. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast if you want to support this channel. Every single month we go live with our patrons via Google Meet. We do giveaways, we hang out, we show you upcoming Mischief Toys items. In the month of August, we're going to have an amazing thing to show you. You're not going to want to miss it. I promise you, it's going to be something really, really special. And I'm getting little goose pimples just thinking about it.
ew! Don't say goose pimples. That is such a gross word.
Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and a little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss our new content. We're posting here every single day. We go live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. Come and hang with us. It is a blasty blast. Thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. We really appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.